One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida's offense will get the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Makes the grab. It's Allen. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Handoff to the lone back. Look out, he's got room. Smashes through the tackle.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here, so it says a lot.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Gators.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs to.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Caught behind the line. It's Moffitt. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And the Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Just keep slinging it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Mississippi State right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt. He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense. Gives it to the back on the draw.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bringing it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Going to sling it on second down. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finds a little space. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Gators are on the move. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Gators! Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Mississippi State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Wide receivers all over the place. Trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bulldogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Going to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. To the air on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. Gets a little breathing room there as he's out of bounds at the 10. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid tackle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Allen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Here's the handoff. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Between the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Spins away from the defense. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jumped on top of the pile. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to wear down this defense. The 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
At the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half.
At the 37.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. A full dive to haul that one in. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Price. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. In all likelihood, this drive will be decided right here. 4th and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on second down. Working the middle. Gets away from one. He's got space. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And it's perfect. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
50. Mississippi State, 17.
On the run from inside his own 5.
The return is tackled down at the
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Handoff to the single running back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They go right back to him. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Gators! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Gives it on the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
49. And that's good enough for a first down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Oh, the quick spin move. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Pulls it in, it's Johns. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. 4th down coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
At the 19. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hauls it in. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
First down, Bulldogs.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Marino. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long.
Brings up third down.
To throw, it's Callaway. Unleashes quickly on the slant. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about...
Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 17 to Illinois. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. To the air, it's Callaway. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Illegal block at the back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moffitt. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense working from the pistol. They'll run it. Plows through the defense. Slithers into space. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. A 3rd down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his back in the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Coates.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Quick handoff. Got enough for the 1st. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Moffitt. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They feed him again. Makes one man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now facing a 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Callaway. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. RPO complete to open the drive.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.